So, WWE, according to numerous reports, depending on whether or not you believe them, and these reports coming from the likes of Dave Meltzer, Brian Alvarez, and I guess Fightful.com or whoever, especially the first two, those two, depending on how you feel, are kind of among those that some people are like, I don't know if I can trust the word they say. Even though, Alvarez is a very more reliable source, I should say, than Meltzer. I think you could ask anybody that. But one report they all kind of talked about was the fact that there's a new conspiracy. And I heard about this when I was watching one of the wrestling news clips that WrestleLamia put out today. And one of the headlines, one of the news lines, if you will, that they talked about was the conspiracy that WWE thinks, AEW is up to. And what WWE thinks AEW is up to is Tony Khan himself buying up AEW tickets for their show in the USB arena, or the UBS arena, or UBS or USB arena, a week from now for AEW. That's going to, basically a week from now, host Dynamite in its venue. This is the same venue that just this past Monday night hosted Monday Night Raw. And a lot of people looked at the fact that even though they had a decent crowd, it wasn't that big of a crowd. That mainly they sold about 5,000 to 6,000 tickets in total. And that, WWE, basically modified the arena for those ticket sales for attendees for the event. But reports are showing that AEW is toppling that by 3,000 more, 2,500 to basically 3,000 more, or 300,000 more, or whatever you want to call it. And, all of a sudden now, according to reports by Meltzer and Alvarez and a few others, there are those in WWE that believe the reason AEW is outselling WWE as far as tickets are concerned to their Dynamite show taking place in the same arena that Raw did this past Monday night is because Tony Khan himself is buying up the tickets. That he's buying up a lot of these tickets to make sure that, AEW has a sellout. That they once again prove we can do what WWE can't. And obviously a lot of people are having a big laugh out of this. Some people that are hardcore, diehard wrestling fans are having a big time laugh out of this. Because they're thinking, oh, WWE, ha, 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 that's so funny, WWE, you're so pathetic, ha, 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 it just shows wrestling's a pure wrestling company is better than sports entertainment, maybe you should learn from that, ha, ha, ha. That's the kind of laugh they're having. But here's the thing, though. Whether or not this is just WWE, grasping for straws to show that AEW is not everything it's cracked up to be, and that Tony Khan is not who he's cracked up to be, that's another thing entirely. But let's look at it from a legit business standpoint. One, despite AEW having momentum, in its corner right now, you can't blame Tony Khan, if any of it is true. You can't blame him for wanting to buy up the tickets and maybe, hand them out for free, as a way to show the fans, hey, I want to give you the best wrestling product, and I want to make sure you see it no matter, what your financial situation is. And here, I got these tickets for you. And maybe he's buying them up to, give away as a buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get two free deal. Who knows? But again, you can't blame someone like Tony Khan if part of this is true, because this is indeed a business competition. Not just a competition between two prominent wrestling companies in WWE and AEW, but this is a competition from a business strategic standpoint. Like basically, it's a game of chess. Who can outmaneuver who on that chessboard for the winning and decisive move? Who can do that? Who can get that ultimate checkmate? And if there is any truth to Tony Khan doing what he's doing, he is basically outmaneuvering WWE. He's doing what he needs to do to make sure, hey, I'm going to have a sellout at this arena no matter what the situation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You can't blame him, because he knows that if the shoe is on the other foot, WWE would probably try to do the same thing. They would try to buy up tickets just as much to basically get people in the arena. I mean, he's seen basically what WCW did even when they were at the height of their popularity. Yeah, they sold out a lot of the arenas and venues they went to for Nitro and Thunder when they were on top of the game in beating WWE. But do you think most of those were financial purchases? Do you think most of those tickets for those seats were financial purchases? No. Some of those were bought by WCW. Some of those were bought by, people working for Bischoff and Ted Turner and all of them so that they can give them out for free, or they can, as part of contest, or they could sell them like buy one, get two free, or buy two, get three free kind of deal, so they can fill out the arena. Because they know the more attractive they make their attendance, in the same venue like that WWE could be part of later on, if not before, it shows that basically on camera and from a, witness perspective, people being there, it shows that they basically legitimately, have the better product if they are able to sell out the same venue that the other competition couldn't. So even if there is truth to Tony Khan doing this in some capacity, you can't blame him. Because he knows, like I said, if the shoe was on the other foot, WWE would do the same thing. He knows that. He knows that. And he knows that if it wasn't WWE he's against, and let's say it's something like Impact, and let's say Impact, got, a sizable crowd at that arena, but not the one they wanted, and yet he's going to get double, triple that size with his show. If he's buying up tickets and everything to make sure of that, you can't blame him, because if it was Impact, he'd know he'd be in a competition. Same with New Japan. Same with MLW. Same with PWG. He knows that if it's not WWE and it's somebody else that's trying to get into that same venue, that he's got to basically show he's got the better product. So if he's willing to spend his money, his dad's money, as some people would put it, to buy extra tickets to give away as part of contest, give away as part of sales of buy two get one free, or buy one get one free, or buy three get two free, or whatever. If he has to do that, so be it. So be it. He will basically. It is a game of chess in this business. It is a game of chess. It is a game of chess, and basically it all comes down to who strikes first. Who makes the winning move first? Will it be WWE or will it be AEW? And part of that strategic, planning and maneuvering in an ultimate chess game is trying to make moves nobody else would see you do. Even if they feel that it's not right for you to do it, if it's going to make you look better on paper, if it's going to make your financial quarter look great in the end, so be it. If you're willing to do it so you can say, hey, local radio stations, give these out for free. Or here, local ticket outlets, give these out, give out these extra tickets as part of some kind of, promo or sale, whatever. If he's willing to do that kind of stuff to make his company come off better from an attendance standpoint, unlike what WWE does, then it shows he's making the right moves. Whether people like it or not, he's making the right moves. But, again, this is all just theory. This is all just a conspiracy and a theory that WWE and others feel, that he's a part of. But is it true? Honestly, I don't think it is. He doesn't, AEW, whether anybody wants to admit it or not, and I'm not saying this as an AEW mark or a fan. I'm saying this as an unbiased, looking on the, being on the outside looking in kind of deal, kind of fan that's been around for a long time. I'm looking at this as basically somebody who has a company who has momentum right now that doesn't need to, go to these depths, go to these extremes strategically, if you will, to gain the advantage. But if he is doing it, again, it's a game of ultimate chess, it's business strategy, and it's all about who gets the winning maneuver. That's what it is. But I don't think it's the case. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Do you think Tony Khan's doing this? Or do you think maybe WWE, the upper people in WWE, according to these reports, whether you believe them or not, are just trying to grasp at straws as to whatever they could use against AEW to make them look bad? What are your thoughts? Live chat during the video as well, the premiere that is. comment down below, like the video, check out the Teespring store. Also check me out at BW Roses Discussions on all your favorite audio podcast locations except for Pandora. Also check me out at BW Roses on VENMO. Check me out at patreon.com/BW Roses for the $1, $3 tiers. Also check me out at Venmo if you want to help donate there as well. So until next time, guys, talk to y'all later.